Ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to Vegas, where they do it bigger and better than any other city when it comes to the big-time fights. We're at the Thomas & Mack Center for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds in the light heavyweight division between Bernard Hopkins and Roy Jones Jr. Hopkins is making his way to the ring. You wouldn't know he's about to step into a fight. He looks like he's just out for a stroll. Roy Jones Jr. is coming down to the ring, and you can tell with that zip in his step that he plans on this one being a spectacular evening for him.
Introducing first, in the blue corner.
Scheduled to go the full 10 if we get that far. Round one underway. And he just holds on there. Jones's combination punching here is showing you what good boxing is all about. 3 punches thrown, 3 punches landed. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counterpunch.
Looked like the will of the wisp, the old great Willie Peck. Made him miss, made him pay.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? Speed comes in different forms. In his case tonight early on, expect to see it offensively. This is a fighter that can get after you like a viper.
Yeah, he can, but he's going to need those feet to go along with it. You know, he's going to get those punches off, but he needs to get out of dodge afterwards.
Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all. That's a big uppercut that just crashed home. Solid. Oh, and he goes down. Hopkins is down, but Teddy, he looks fine. He's shaking it off right away.
Yeah, I think he's more embarrassed than hurt.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B-Hop went down, but he's proving he's not out. Hopkins looking to fight on. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Good work with the combinations there. Bernard Hopkins is now really on target. Goes up top with a right hand. Digging in with a left to the gut. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Good return fire that time. Bernard Hopkins going old school there. B-Hop with your basic 1-2. Jones is gathering himself now after scoring a knockdown in that last round. If you were his trainer, what would you be pumping into his head?
Well, I would say, you know what? He hasn't recovered. He hasn't had enough time to completely recover. Listen, be responsible defensively. Don't get reckless, but stay on him. Do not let him recover.
And now you can see him zoning in on the target with that double jab. Hopkins is impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Teddy, what's the one thing that shows you a fighter like this is recovered? That a guy who was just knocked down in the last round now comes out to the next round and is fine.
Well, the first thing I look at is, does he behave the way that he normally behaves? You know, is he a guy that all of a sudden starts running at his opponent and that's not his kind of style? That tells me he's still hurt. That tells me he's still a little drunk.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing? He's taking his opponent's jab away.
Hands up, keep your hands up, keep your hands up.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Fires right back at him. Not able to land the headshot. Scored well with the left downstairs. They're sending more than one at him now, the combo to the head. He scored well after being hit himself. What a good counterpunch by Roy Jones.
Nice.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Jones is showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo.
That's it. That's
Big right hand from Roy Jones. Blocks the headshot. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. So they close out that round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, I know you watch very closely how these trainers go about their business. You were under the tutelage of one of the true legends of the game, the great Customato.
Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate. Quite honestly, those opportunities, situations probably don't exist anymore because we've lost a lot of those, you know, really great trainers and managers that boxing was their whole life. I spent 7 years with Customato, and I learned the nuts and bolts from a physical, technical point of view of what's important to give to a fighter, but the psychological part. To understand the pressures that a fighter is under, the fears that a fighter deals with. And if you don't understand that, all the other things don't mean anything, because you have to understand how a fighter is feeling to understand why he's behaving or not.
Just ate a big uppercut. He's in bad shape. Roy Jones Jr. showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. Wow, Teddy, he's got some great hand speed there. That combination was an example of it.
Yeah, it was. You know, not a lot of power, not a lot of pop with it, but boy, it catches your attention. And you know what? That kind of speed can intimidate a guy and keep his opponent maybe from moving his hands later on.
Effective work with that flush overhand right.
Oh, hands up, hands up.
Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. Punches and bunches, combination up top. Roy Jones Jr.'s on the bad end of a big hook upstairs. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Right on the mark. Double jab. Bernard Hopkins is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. And round 3 comes to an end.
Deep breath, some water. You're good.
Teddy's got this fight 3-0. That's easy to see. Jones has been the more active guy. If you throw more punches, you're going to earn the judge's respect.
As long as the other guy's not landing the cleanest shots, even though he's not as active. But this is the kind of fight where he's just busier, he's doing more, and that's carrying the rounds.
And now he scores well with a straight right. Bernard Hopkins' trainer is telling him, hey, just stick with what you've been doing. Yeah, but what he was doing caused him to get rocked earlier.
Yeah, sometimes you have to make an adjustment. Now, they don't feel it's time yet, but that time's coming. It's coming quick.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Roy Jones Jr.'s in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. Good job with 3 flush punches by Roy Jones. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Unable to be put down, Roy Jones Jr. looks stronger than he was just moments ago. You see him holding on. Hopkins' defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. And he returns on that exchange. Good work defensively by Roy Jones. Plus, he landed that counterpunch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
Jones's combination punching is just perfect there. 3 punches landing. A little head hunting with the right. Well-placed counterpunch by Roy Jones. Jones's corner knows that their fighter still has much more to do. You cannot just sit back and be content on the stool, securing a lead. You have to go out and earn a win. Protecting his head well with his guard. Southpaw right jab, then the left hand. Bernard Hopkins' blocking ability is doing well for him there. Jones's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Well, he really digs in when he decides to throw that uppercut. Good job. Boom, left hand comes home. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Can he get up from this? He's done it before, but can he get up from a second time down?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hopkins is going to have to pull himself together here. Now, he beats the count, but still a lot of work to do.
Yeah, a lot of work because he doesn't have the benefit of his legs. Can't move around there wobbly right now. So what he's got to do is grab on a little bit and walk. Walk to the ropes. Kill some time. Make the referee come in between you and break you.
Move!
Good job with another left hand. Roy Jones Jr.'s hurt. Wow, is he hurt. He was the one doing the hurt just moments ago.
Well, he's been reminded about defense. He didn't want that.
What a big shot. How about that? He goes from being the victim to handing out the punishment.
1, 2, 3.
Roy Jones Jr. showing you what he is made of, getting up off the canvas after being knocked down. Combination to the head. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Jones is giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Hopkins' failure to get away from his opponent's right hand is really the difference in this fight.
Yeah, it is. He continues to get hit with the same punch. Needs to slip to the left.
Listen, that's the kind of round that puts fans on their feet, but the kind of round that gets a corner man anxious. What do you tell a guy after he's been in a back-and-forth brawl like that?
Move your head. Keep your hands up. You know, don't get caught with those shots. We worked in the gym to get away from those shots. And one other thing, you got to give him a little confidence. Remind him, hey, we trained for a tough fight. You're ready for this.
Scores well to the head with the right hand. Jones is doing well here with that two-punch combination.
Watch the hook!
A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Very nice work by Roy Jones Jr. on the outside. Keeping him honest with the double jab up top. Great counterpunch, and I loved how he moved off to the side and then landed it. Well, his opponent got away from that uppercut. Jones is searching for an answer here, but you can see that he is battered and damaged, and this could be over soon.
And he's an offensive fighter, always been an offensive fighter, always been confident, always been tough, always been the kind of mindset you want in a fighter. Right now, that's betraying him because he's never been a guy who's had to survive. And right now, he needs those instincts that have never been developed.
You need to capitalize on these mistakes, okay? I want
right back at him with a left hand.
Cover your head.
Two snapping jabs by Roy Jones. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. He is stunned, but somehow manages to have the wherewithal to hold on. And yet another big shot comes in. He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
Hopkins is able to land a good, solid left hand. Jones is missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top.
Action body.
Carries that punch intended for the head. You know from watching his career, Roy Jones Jr. is not the kind of guy who backs down from a fight. But right now, he cannot afford to engage in this fight after being hurt so badly.
Nice.
Oh, he is stunned. He could go down.
Just keep it up. Just keep it up.
Let's look at Teddy's scorecard as we start this 8th round. And I think this tells pretty much the story. Yeah, he's got a slight lead. However, there have been those moments where you see a defensive flaw. Big shot. Roy Jones Jr.'s evening could be over soon, folks.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So this is where instincts kick in. You got to start moving that head automatically right now. You don't want to stay in the middle.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Bernard Hopkins' jab continues to carry the day. He's wanted it, he's got it. Roy Jones Jr.'s on the... Oh, what a left hand. Look at that. Roy Jones Jr.'s got to beat the count, but I don't think he has it in him.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Unable to beat the count. It'll go down as a knockout, Teddy.
Perfectly timed punch.
For the official particulars, let's send it up to the ring.
The executioner.